The Pakistan rupee slumps to 262 versus the US dollar as an IMF team to arrive in Pakistan next week to assess a bailout. For the IMF bailout, a precondition, Pakistan lifted currency control which led to free fall of the rupee. Rahul Gandhi's Kashmir Yatra called off today amid security lapses according to the Congress. Rahul Gandhi, accompanied by Omar Abdullah, walked 1 kilometre and said police disappeared after that. An 11-kilometre planned Yatra then called off after that 1 kilometre. Police say the organisers had called an unexpected crowd and they will give foolproof security. There were no lapses. The Prime Minister in Pariksha Pe Charcha tells students criticism is a prerequisite of democracy, but it's important to see who the criticism is coming from. He also has a message for parents: don't pressure children and that you need no tech zones in homes. In Punjab, two chief ministers, Arvind Kejriwal, who's also the AAP convener, and Bhagwant Singh Mann of Punjab inaugurate 400 Aam Aadmi clinics. Punjab now has 500 Aam Aadmi clinics modelled on Delhi's Mohalla clinics. Our lead story tonight: Pakistan's economic crisis deepened today as the Pakistan rupee slumped to 262 versus the dollar. An International Monetary Fund team is in Pakistan next week to assess a possible bailout. For the IMF bailout, a precondition was lifting currency control. Pakistan has done that and their rupee has gone into free fall.
Adding to the spiraling economic crisis in Pakistan, the Pakistani rupee plunged to a record low of 262 rupees against the US dollar. This as the government lifted its control over the currency and let the rate be determined by the market freely, adhering to the IMF's conditions for a bailout. The falling rupee could make the crisis even worse.
रुपए को इन्होंने मार्केट में फ्री फ्लोट कर दिया, जिसके साथ आप देख रहे हैं कि यूएस डॉलर कंटिन्यू बढ़ना शुरू हो गया और 250 रुपए से भी ज्यादा तजाविज करी है.
Pakistan is grappling with an inflation rate of over 25%, which is the highest since the 1970s. A supply shortage pushed prices up and forced people to stand in long serpentine queues for everyday essentials. The World Bank says that 6 million Pakistanis are facing an acute food insecurity. Shortages in the country are deepening as the government does not have enough dollars to pay for fuel or food. Earlier this week, the shortage of energy supply caused hours of blackouts across the country of over 23 crore people.
Pakistan earns less dollars than it needs, than it is spending. So this has created a situation with a dollar crunch, not enough dollars to pay for the imports.
Pakistan's forex reserves have fallen to under $4 billion, which are barely enough for 3 weeks' worth of imports. The reserves are down by over 70% in a year. But the crisis isn't sudden. It's a result of a domino effect of years of economic mismanagement.
IMF program perhaps is an opportunity, is in the adversity that finally it may force the ruling elites, the governments, all political parties into reforming the system in a way that it creates a balance between its revenues and expenditure.
The second problem is, of course, the acuteness of the impact of the severe floods. And for that, Pakistan actually had gone to international donors and they had a conference and they mentioned how much money they need.
Food, fuel and forex shortages in India's neighbor Pakistan look very similar to the economic crisis seen in India's other neighbor Sri Lanka. Experts say that it's too soon to compare the two. But the fear now is whether Pakistan will go the Sri Lanka way and default on its debt servicing. Pakistan is seeking a crucial installment of $1.1 billion from the IMF to avoid a default. The bailout, which has been stalled for months now, seems to be the country's only hope. Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.
Meanwhile, for the first time, India has issued a notice to Pakistan for modification of the Indus Water Treaty signed in September 1960. India asked for the modification following Pakistani intransigence, according to an India statement on its implementation, adding that the notice had been given just 2 days ago on the 25th of January. The notice for modification is to provide Pakistan an opportunity to enter negotiations within 90 days to rectify the material breach, sources say. Well, the big political headline, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra in Kashmir, was called off today amid what the Congress says is security lapses. Rahul Gandhi was joined by ex-Chief Minister Omar Abdullah today, but they walked just 1 kilometer before. According to them, the police simply vanished. So an 11-kilometer planned Yatra was called off after just 1 kilometer. The police say that the organizers had called in an unexpected crowd at the Banihal tunnel and, denying any lapses, said they will give foolproof security if the Yatra is to continue.
Soon after Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra entered the Kashmir Valley, this happened. A large crowd broke his security cordon. For almost half an hour, Gandhi was stuck in the middle of a crowd. He called it a failure of the state police, which is controlled by the centre.
आज काफी बड़ा रिसेप्शन यात्रा के शुरुआत में हुआ टनल के बाद जो पुलिस अरेंजमेंट था वो बिल्कुल कोलैप्स कर गया और जो पुलिस वाले क्राउड को कंट्रोल करते हैं, रस्सियों को मैनेज करते हैं, वो या चले गए या दिखे नहीं.
Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra has been stopped as it enters the valley because what Congress say a serious security breach. You can see large number of people actually entered the security hold.
National Conference leader Omar Abdullah also wearing a t-shirt. He reached Banihal to join the Yatra but could barely walk a kilometer with Gandhi. The Yatra was scheduled for a 20-kilometer walk today. They emerged from the Banihal tunnel sitting atop a vehicle and entered the valley. But as crowds came close, Rahul got inside the bulletproof vehicle which was escorted out. Congress says it was a sudden withdrawal of security. The police and BJP deny it.
कोई सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से कमी नहीं थी. ये बात कश्मीर पुलिस के वेरीफाइड ट्विटर हैंडल पे भी आई है.
Abdullah says he too witnessed that the security ring around Rahul Gandhi, which is maintained by the police, vanished. But as part of security measures, the police has closed Srinagar-Jammu National Highway for traffic, and the morning train service near the route was also cancelled. Even patients face problems in reaching hospital due to the restrictions.
The place where Rahul Gandhi was stuck for almost half an hour is a militancy-infested area. While the Congress blames police for a serious security lapse, Jammu and Kashmir police say there was no lapse at all. It is Congress which has failed to inform them about a large crowd joining Bharat Jodo Yatra. In Anantnag, Nazir Masoodi for NDTV.
And the Prime Minister, speaking to young students who will be giving their board exams soon, has said that criticism is a prerequisite of democracy and that he faces tests all the time, but also added that it's careful to see where the criticism is coming from. He also had a message for parents: don't pressure children, and to children, the need for no-tech zones in homes.
सिद्धांततः मानता हूं कि समृद्ध लोकतंत्र के लिए आलोचना एक शुद्धि यज्ञ है. आलोचना ये समृद्ध लोकतंत्र की पूर्व शर्त है और इसलिए आलोचना करने वाला कौन है उस पर सारा मामला सेट हो जाता है. देश के लिए बहुत बड़ी चिंता का विषय है जी. सबने जरूर पढ़ी होगी और इससे आप अंदाज लगा सकते हैं कि स्मार्ट वर्क क्या होता है, हार्ड वर्क क्या होता है. कुछ लोग होते हैं जो हार्ड वर्क ही करते रहते हैं. कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनके जीवन में हार्ड वर्क का नामो निशान नहीं होता है. कुछ लोग होते हैं जो हार्डली स्मार्ट वर्क करते हैं और कुछ लोग होते हैं जो स्मार्टली हार्ड वर्क करते हैं। अगर परिवार के लोगों के आपके से बहुत अपेक्षाएं होना बहुत स्वाभाविक है और उसमें कुछ गलत भी नहीं है, लेकिन अगर परिवार के लोग अपेक्षाएं सोशल स्टेटस के कारण कर रहे हैं तो वो चिंता का विषय है। कोई बता रहा था कि भारत में एवरेज 6 घंटे लोग स्क्रीन पे लगाते हैं, 6 घंटे। अब जो इसका बिजनेस करते हैं उनके लिए तो खुशी की बात है। जब मोबाइल फोन पर टॉक टाइम होता था तो टॉक टाइम में कहते हैं कि उस समय एवरेज 20 मिनट जाती थी, लेकिन जब से स्क्रीन और उसमें से रील क्या होता है, एक बार शुरू करने के बाद निकलते हैं क्या उसमें से बाहर। हमें सचेत रहना चाहिए कि कहीं मैं इसका गुलाम तो नहीं हूं।
Well, the Prime Minister there talking to students. But in other news, today 400 Aam Aadmi clinics modelled on Delhi's Mohalla clinics were opened in Punjab by the Punjab Chief Minister and the Delhi Chief Minister and AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal. Mr. Kejriwal said they've now fulfilled their election promise to the people of Punjab.
A grand Punjab government function in Amritsar, led by Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, with Aam Aadmi Party Chief and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal as the chief guest. The duo launching 400 new Aam Aadmi clinics or neighbourhood health centres in the state, in addition to the 100 launched in August earlier, in line with Aam Aadmi Party's Mohalla clinics in Delhi, with the slogan Kejriwal ki guarantee.
100 मोहल्ला क्लिनिक 15 अगस्त ਨੂੰ ਸਮਰਪਿਤ ਕਰਤੇ ਸੀ, 400 मोहल्ला क्लिनिक ਅੱਜ 10,26,000 ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਲੋਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ OPD ਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਉਠਾ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ।
Aam Aadmi Party has promised 16,000 similar clinics in Punjab during the election. Chief Arvind Kejriwal also appealed to the NRIs to donate liberally to help open more clinics, even as he targeted the previous governments for allegedly destroying systems.
धैर्य रखना, शांति रखना, पेशेंस रखना। बहुत जल्दी आपके इलाके में भी अगले साल 2 साल के अंदर पूरे पंजाब में गली गली के अंदर मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बना देंगे, गांव गांव के अंदर मोहल्ला क्लिनिक बना देंगे। साथियों, आज पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री भगवंत मान और दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री और पंजाब के सुपर सीएम अरविंद केजरीवाल ने वो दिल्ली का फेक दिल्ली मॉडल का प्रोपोगंडा पंजाब में भी लेकर आए और लोगों की आंखों में धूल झोंकने की कोशिश की। लेकिन लोग जानते हैं कि ये आम आदमी क्लिनिक नहीं है, ये पहले से बने हुए जो सेवा केंद्र थे उनका नाम बदल कर दिया आम आदमी क्लिनिक।
Arvind Kejriwal is a sharp politician. He knows that when in 2024, when he will come to Punjab to seek votes, he will have to tell about the guarantees. That is why free electricity and now Mohalla clinics. Arvind Kejriwal is with KCR giving a signal of minus Congress a third front. For that, Aam Aadmi Party is very important and they need to perform really well in 13 Lok Sabha seats of Punjab. In Amritsar, with Rakesh, Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
Markets fell to a 3-month low today, led by a rout in banking and Adani Group shares, with heavy sellings in financials, banking, oil and IT stocks and a fall in Adani stocks. The Sensex lost 874 points, the Nifty lost 288 points. All the Adani Group stocks, which are listed in a report by the Hindenburg Group, a US-based short-selling group, fell for the second day today, some by as much as 20%. The Adani Group has said it is examining legal options to take punitive action against Hindenburg Research for what they call its reckless attempt to sabotage a mega share sale at the group's flagship firm, which is happening now. a statement that the US activist investor responded to by saying it stands by its report that alleged brazen market manipulation and accounting fraud by the Adani Group. The Congress has now asked for an investigation by the SEBI and RBI into allegations in the Hindenburg report.